Today we got the Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut Unfiltered. When I first tried its little brother, the Juke Joint, 93 proof, immediately reminded me of Blanton's with that red berry sweetness. And the moment I heard about there being a cash strength offering out there, I had to get my hands on it because I was wildly impressed with the standard offering. Anyways, this is going to be my first impressions of the Uncut Unfiltered and can't wait to bring you guys this video. Welcome back to another episode of Neat Bourbon. My name's Tanner, and today is a special day because we have a Blue Note Uncut Unfiltered. The Juke Joint, Uncut Unfiltered. This is a store pick. I was able to secure this from Sealbox, so got this one offline, paid $47 for it. If you don't know about Blue Note, this is the standard offering here. The Juke Joint comes in at around $40, 93 proof, aged about 4 years. It's got a 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley mash bill, 93 proof here. This is the cask strength offering, coming in at 123 proof. When my first impressions of this bottle, I wasn't really picking up too much of like a youthful characteristic there since it's only aged around 4 years. It was a very red berry sweetness dominant with a fair amount of vanilla as well. I was actually able to pick up a little bit of that oak influence, but I was wildly impressed with this bottle and have continued to be, the more I drink and go through it, and also future bottles as well. So this is my very first time I've been able to get my hands on a cask strength bottle. Had to get it shipped here, but again, similar characteristics is what I'm expecting to find in this bottle, but I'm just hoping they are amped up and they don't have any of that youthful twinge that you can kind of get sometimes in younger bourbon. Now, I forgot to mention this when I was originally going over the Blue Note brand. Blue Note they are a non-distilling producer, meaning they do source their bourbon, and their bourbon is distilled in Kentucky, so it's most likely being sourced from either Castle and Key or Bardstown, given the age of this distillate being around 4 years. Castle and Key and Bardstown are both contract distilling out there, and their distillate is in that 4+ year age range. Anyways, guys, and then once the distillate has been barreled, they bring it back home to Memphis, Tennessee, where the bourbon is aged. So I just want to clarify that a little bit. But anyways, back to the tasting. I want to go ahead and wet my palate here. I'm going to start off with the regular Blue Note, and then I'm going to move over here to the Uncut Unfiltered. Anyways, cheers. Man, that is just really good. I know I say it a lot about this bottle, but you just can't, Blanton's is pretty difficult to find. I don't care where you live. It's difficult to find. And it is a solid bottle at $65, but that flavor profile you can get in other bottles are a lot more findable, like the Juke Joint. So, that's just what I'm trying to get across here is, this is a solid bottle. You're not really picking up any of that youthful notes on the nose. You are getting a lot of that red berry, brown sugar notes there on the nose. Yeah, I'm just really impressed by this bottle for its price point and the complexity of the flavors and the sweetness coming across the palate. Anyways, we all know that I love this bottle, but let's go over to the big brother and see how it stacks up. Yeah. Okay, getting a little bit more of it smells like a brown sugary oak there on the nose, then a little bit less of that red fruit. It almost smells like an apple almost there on the nose, but there is a little bit of that berry there, but not as strong as I was getting. But yeah, almost coming across a little bit of an apple there. Yeah, anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get to the palate. Cheers. Oh. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for. Man, that is nice. Yeah, a lot of like the same characteristics as I was picking up in the Blue Note. It just amped up, and like that initial, punch there, flavor is really what I was hoping, to get out of this bottle. Man, yeah, that vanilla definitely comes across more on the palate. It is spicy. I mean, that rye spice is definitely coming through and like dancing all over the tongue. You're picking up like those rye spice notes, like a little hint there of like the baking spice is there on the tongue, and it's transferring over into like a cinnamon crackle there. Yeah, I mean that is overall really good. I mean, the elephant in the room, it is 4 years. There is a hint, and I mean a light hint. And it could just be because it's, earlier on in the bottle, but like a scotch of like a little bit of like an ethanol burn there. But I mean, it is 123 proof. It's not off-putting by any means. But I just wanted to like call it out that like it is there. I don't think I was finding it in like the normal Juke Joint, but I do think it is a little bit apparent there, kind of in the mid palate. Man. Yeah, the ethanol is a little bit there on the back palate. That's what I was kind of trying to find. Wow, like that was awesome. Like I'm getting like a little bit of like a green apple. It's kind of like a red berry green apple, like a cherry apple. If like that's the thing, like if you were to put green apple skin on a cherry and then you bit into that, I think that would kind of be the sweetness that's kind of coming across there on the front. Like that was really interesting. I don't know if I've had. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that cherry syrup is really starting to come out now in like the middle of the palate. Yeah, I like that. It's like an apple cherry, then over into like a cherry syrup there, with a bunch of brown sugar and vanilla in there as well, with kind of like that cinnamon spice on the back end. Yeah, like the flavors that are coming off of this bottle are wildly impressive as well. It's exactly what I was kind of hoping for, coming off of this bottle. Everything is just like amped up to 10. And I mean, this is a flavor bomb coming in at 93 proof. So, like, in conclusion, I think this is a phenomenal bottle, especially at that $47 price range. It is proofy, and you do get like a scotch of like a little bit of ethanol there on the back end. So, like, that is something just to call out, but it's not off-putting. Big fan of this bottle. Give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely recommend this bottle. If you haven't had one, it's worth a pickup. Definitely under $50 the next time you see one. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you have, would you consider giving me a like? Would you consider subscribing? And as always, my name's Tanner. This is Neat Bourbon. And pop the bottles and share the pours, and we'll see you in the next one.